All right, and after slight technical difficulty, we appear to be back. Chronic College Studio is going to be undergoing an overhaul soon enough, I'm sure. But
Yes.
yeah. Uh, Again, there's no amount of words that can be sufficient to describe the legacy of Muhammad Ali and all the great things that he did for us as Black people, as Candace eloquently put it. Um, he was not here for the shits with white folks. If y'all wanted to be down with him, that was cool, but he didn't really give a fuck about y'all either way. So, moving right along in our slate of topics, Jeremy, you want to bring the next one in?
Yes. Um, are well on the way. We are 2 games in. The Golden State Warriors are
Mm.
looking like they might just run the next 5 years or 10. Who the fuck knows? Much to the chagrin of LeBron. Ooh, we have a Cavs fan here in the studio with us. Candace, go. Just go. Just
Hey, that's what I'm
speak
about
on
to
it.
do. I'm about to just go. I'm finna hang up and shit. That's all I could do. Like, listen, I got so, I'm gonna tell you, the Golden State Warriors are a phenomenal team. Let me say that. They got, not only is they
Yes.
starting five dope, they bench is deep too. But
Yes.
you're not gonna make me believe that they 33 points better than the Cavs in the finals good, because the Cavs look fucking horrible. Like
They really did. They
I
really did.
like
Game two, they looked horrible.
I cut my TV off and cut, like, I hard reset it. So I'm like I considered like pouring some rice on it or whatever. Like, I called Time Warner and was like, "Is this the right game?" Like, I needed to know what was what. Like, I was
Fucking
that's
Welvin had 28 points. Fucking Welvin.
let me tell you, when Jefferson had more points than Kyrie, I knew that some shit was afoot. Like, I knew some shit was going down that did not need to go down.
Some
Like
somebody
like
put some roots on them niggas or something.
nobody put no roots on them niggas. Them niggas just look fucking terrible. And I normally don't tweet athletes and celebrities and shit. I never want to be that person. But for the first time in my Twitter life, I jumped in the Cavs starting lineup mentions and asked them, was they retarded? I asked them, like, did y'all bring the city this far to look this bad? Like, I didn't. Let me be honest. I'm a realistic sports fan. I know that if the Cavs could edge out the Warriors, it was gonna take everything that they had, literally. Like, it literally. But these
Yes.
niggas still in Cleveland. These niggas ain't made it to California yet.
Well, if they're still in Cleveland, the good news is the series is about to shift,
Yeah,
and
it is. But
like,
if
make
they look how they look even in California, if they look like that at home, they getting their ass whipped. Like, they gonna get swept
Like the scary part about this shit is overall Steph and Clay really ain't played good, like at all.
at all.
right, and that's and
And
what it
that's the
is
scary thing.
just like Candace just said in terms of how deep Golden State goes. Like the Cavs, I mean, and like when people are saying, oh, LeBron need help, but he put this team together, and it's like, yeah, he put this team together to beat the Rockets and to beat the
Yeah,
Thunder and to beat the Spurs.
I think
Nobody fucking saw this coming with Golden State.
I think Cleveland biggest problem is, if you're not gonna have a bench like Golden State have, your starting five need to always be on.
Yeah, they
That's the
Always.
problem.
everybody needs to be up,
They need to
and
they need to always be on. Like, they need to always be on, and they not on right now.
yeah, they're not
Because
playing good. And everybody's saying, oh,
cause,
what
cause
y'all mean, LeBron? Y'all said LeBron need help, and it's like, well, yeah, he needs the guys who are on the team to play like they're capable of playing.
and like
They
look,
didn't win 57 games they won the season. That didn't happen by
yeah.
mistake.
Like people like when it comes to LeBron James, like people like the hot takes just roll in. Like like, what's his excuse? There is no fucking excuse. I agree with Candace. The Warriors are 30+ points better than the Cavs, but they better than the Cavs. These motherfuckers won 73 games.
Right,
The
like they
reason for
they
that,
they just
like
set a
they
record. Like
just better.
they lost like what 2 home games like since last finals.
Right,
Um,
like
like it.
like these motherfuckers didn't win 73 games for no reason.
Right, the team they playing against. I mean, again, they're not no pushovers. Golden State's not there by mistake. If anybody thought they were last year, I mean, certainly this past regular season has proven that was not the case. The Thunder gave them everything they had, but it still wasn't enough. But
We won't speak about that.
see, and like Jeremy, your team
No,
is
no, no, no,
your
no,
team almost
no,
climbed over the mountain. Candace's team is in the
no.
finals. My team won 28 games this past season, or thereabout. So I'm not saying that in no context of
And my other team got swept by Candace's team again. Again, we won't speak about it.
I mean,
I wasn't gonna bring
like
it
I
up, but
said,
you did that.
I was hoping they had enough heart to try to steal one on the road, because I just don't see them getting those 4 wins, and 2 of them, and 1 of them has to be at the end of this series. Game 7 go to Golden State, and
State, right?
them niggas, it's gonna be wicked. That's all I
Right.
can say.
Yeah, they're not gonna win the game 7 in Oakland. Fuck
It
them.
ain't looking good. I
Like,
won't say I wanted 7 games before this series started because as everybody being fans of basketball, I thought
we always
thought
want a 7-game
I
series.
thought we deserved 7 games. Like I did think, even though again they ain't 30+ points better than the Cavs, but they are better than the Cavs, at least in my opinion and a lot of people's opinion. But I still thought
It's not a
that
reach, you know.
right, it's not a reach, but I still thought 7. I just picked 7. I didn't even pick a winner. I just picked 7 games. I just want to see 7 games. It ain't looking good right now. It really ain't looking good.
Yeah, like I mean, we got 7 games twice this decade. We got it in 2013 with the first Spurs seed, and we got it in 2010 with the second Lakers Celtics.
J.R. Smith still in Magic City somewhere.
Bruh, like, you know, it was funny because I mean, I never took it seriously when people would say, "Oh yeah, J.R. Smith's gonna be the difference maker in the finals."
You know what really hurt me with JR? Even when JR not on offensively, that nigga plays amazing defense. He's not doing anything.
Yeah, like in the first game, he was, he in the first half anyway. He had Clay kind of sewed up a little bit there.
I'm
Like
kind of hemmed up.
Clay wasn't doing a whole lot, and that
Them
was
John
due
them
credit
John B.
to
Waves
Jr.
weren't
locking in.
waving.
But
Them John B. Waves weren't waving.
but yeah, ever since then, like he's really kind of fallen off the rails.
He's that
and,
Mr. Krabs meme.
Pretty much. And yeah, it's just
like it ain't looking good, but I mean, like LeBron got 2 winning. I'm sorry, like I just can't discredit. Like if you got LeBron, you at least hopefully theoretically should at least have 2. You got to at least have 2. I don't think they're gonna get swept, but it ain't looking good.
Yeah, I mean they might win game 3 by 5 points, and it'll kind of breathe signs of life into him if LeBron goes fucking mental. But that's the
You
thing,
know what?
like like that's what it takes for not just Cleveland, because everybody's all in Cleveland's asked about how, oh man, if LeBron doesn't this, LeBron doesn't that.
I was
Well,
just about
that's
to
what it
speak on
fucking
that.
takes. Like
I was
every
just
team. Like my Pelicans, shit. We played the Warriors twice, like in the first week of the season, and we needed Anthony Davis to fucking go nuts to even have a prayer of a shot at winning, and he didn't, and that reflected in the scorecard. And then you look at the Clippers. The Clippers would have to play out of their mind to beat the Warriors. And when I was in DC, my first night there, like I watched that game, and shit, the Clippers were like they was gonna pull it off, and then Golden State turned it on, and they turned a 8-point deficit into an 8-point lead, like in the time it took me to go back and get get the rest of my pizza.
That's the scary
Um,
thing about them niggas. But let me speak on something, and then we got more show. But let me just speak on something right quick. A lot of people that aren't even Cavs fans are pulling for Cleveland, and most specifically pulling for LeBron. So the niggas who think Michael Jordan invented and ended the game of basketball can have shit, even more shit to say about Earl or
sound like you're falling down some steps.
hysterical. I'm hysterical.
So no, say run it back though. What you were saying
I'm good. Y'all can
about?
hear me,
Yeah, you good now.
nigga. All right. But like when LeBron be like what 2-5 or something in the finals or some shit like that, a lot of people are rooting for him so that the damn Jordaneers and the Kobeneers and whoever the fuck else can won't, well, not necessarily won't, because they're gonna do it. Hot take's gonna hot take anyway, but
Right.
they wouldn't have as much ammunition to go against LeBron. Look, if you are idiot enough to discredit the greatness and the privilege it has been to watch LeBron, I don't know if he got a middle name, James,
Raymond.
Raymond, like if you are dumb enough and stupid enough and Skip Bayless enough to discredit this man and his greatness because he lost in finals too. Oh, by the way, he lost to great teams, by the way.
Yeah,
Right.
he
Hell,
did.
Elgin
Really
Baylor
did.
Elgin Baylor is one of the greatest players of all fucking time, and that
The
nigga is
finals
one as
when the Spurs swept us off our feet.
right.
Yeah.
Like he lost to Tim fucking Duncan, one of the arguably the greatest power forward ever to play the fucking game. Like there's no shame in losing to another fucking Hall of Famer. Like Elgin Baylor is one of the greatest players of all time. That nigga is 1-7 in the finals. Like
Actually,
that.
Elgin Baylor never won a finals. You know
Oh,
when
oh,
Elgin Baylor finally got over when they finally got over the hump, he blew his knee out in '72, I want to say. Decided to retire that season, and the Lakers ran off like a 33 straight winning streak on their way to winning the title. And that was Jerry West's only ring. Jerry West himself is only 1-8 in the finals.
yes, and
So
no
a
one
lot of teams
questions
hit a
Jerry
fucking
West.
buzzsaw.
No one questions Jerry West's greatness. Michael Jordan is the reason Charles Barkley never won a goddamn ring.
Michael
Nobody
Jordan's the
questions.
reason a bunch of motherfuckers never won a
Michael
ring.
Jordan is the reason a bunch of great motherfuckers never won a goddamn ring, and nobody ever questions their greatness. But it's because it's LeBron, we have to micromanage and nitpick and go full Skip Bayless as to why this nigga will never be quote unquote Jordan or this nigga will never quote unquote be Kobe. Who, oh, by the way, Kobe. I mean, I hate to do this to Kobe too because it kind of diminishes his greatness, but that motherfucker never won a ring without a good big man. I'm just saying. I mean, that's kind of going Skip Bayless, but I mean, I'm gonna call a spade a spade.
No, I
Kobe,
mean
like great,
the,
you
there's some truth there. Like again, I mean Shaq won those 3 Finals MVPs.
some motherfucker won them. He won
Paul
it with
Gasol could
Kobe
have arguably
and
won one of
Dwayne
them.
Wade.
Right, like he could have arguably won Finals MVP. Paul Gasol could have won it in 2010.
Arguably.
So yeah, so to say, oh yeah, LeBron ain't this, LeBron ain't that, fuck that. Like,
The man is great. The man is all time great. Shut the fuck up and
and
shut the fuck up and
enjoy it while we got it, cause I mean, LeBron, he don't unleash the terror on teams night after night after night no more. But like he still can do it, and that's
right.
scary enough.
That's scary enough in itself. LeBron, as he's older, he's smart. He's older, he knows that he's prolonging his longevity. He's posting up more than he ever has before. He's not taking as many shots. He knows that hey, I'm still the motherfucking king, but for the time undefeated. I want to be able to play this game as long as I can, and that's why he told Doris Burke he's enjoying this moment. He still wants to win, but he's enjoying this moment, and he's earned that right. He's LeBron fucking James, like
LeBron James.
LeBron James. Like the
LeBron
main people that
James.
talk shit about LeBron James are the main motherfuckers that have the same hairline as he does.
You know the fuck what?
I'm done. But anyway, LeBron James is great. No matter what this series is, LeBron James is great. All you motherfuckers eat a dick. And it seems like the Golden State Warriors are at least going to be in the finals for at least the next 10 years.
And that nigga Lil Boom dropped the second verse on that fuck Steph Curry song, by the way. That shit is hilarious.
Yeah,
Still fuck him for putting Riley in it, but
I'm gonna love the Cavs regardless. But I will say that I hope that they see that Kyrie and Kevin Love and J.R. Smith and Tristan Thompson not enough to get them a ring.
Iman
Because
and Iman Shumpert with damn haircut looking like a stud from Louisiana.
oh.
I gotta laugh at that because you said Louisiana, so I could,
So
Anyway,
like that was a team good enough to get them to the finals, not a team good enough to get them past 73.
not to
Go
be
to say not when they not being consistent. Like
right.
LeBron can't be the only one showing up. It can't just be LeBron and Kyrie or LeBron and JR or LeBron and Kevin Love. Like all of them gonna have to play for the next. They're gonna have to play for the next 4 games if they trying to get a ring. Like this
Right, they
coming out
gotta
flat.
step up.
Well, Kevin Love, he out with a concussion, right?
He in protocol. I mean, that
he in
could go either
protocol.
way. But
I was hoping they knocked some passion into the nigga. Maybe.
Hilarious.
God forgive me.
Well, if it was
Concussion's not funny, but the nigga really was like he got the shit knocked out of him. But let's hope when they knock the shit out of him, they knock the passion into him. Like
something, yeah.
Like if it was anybody to knock the hell out of him, it would be Mr. He think he be Harrison Barnes. It would be him.
Just you say he think he Harrison Barnes?
No, he think he Kobe.
Oh,
Mr. He think he Kobe Harrison Barnes. You gotta say the whole thing.
Yeah, fuck that nigga.
Cause that nigga really do think he Kobe.
Dog, that man. And you know what? I don't even want to say it. I'm gonna say that for another show. Moving right along. Speaking of motherfuckers who need some saving.
Air quotes around saving.
Yeah, this motherfucker needs Jesus and some wise counsel and some better people in this motherfucking life.
And his ass whooped.
There's this Brock Turner motherfucker. This rapey ass rapist ass raping nigga ass rapey white nigga motherfucker. Who
That was the well put, Dan.
Like I wish the words didn't struggle so hard to reach me right now. But for those of you who don't know about this, January 2015, a Stanford University student raped a young lady who was in attendance at a house party that he was at, and then her sister was at, and then she went with her sister, and the only thing that stopped him from continuing to rape this woman was the fact that some Swedish guys on their bikes decided to take a night ride and saw what was going on and said, hey, what's going on? What's happening over there?
What the hell are you doing?
Basically, and then he cowered and
ran.
acted like a little punk ass punk that he fucking is.
And he ran. And they caught him and subdued him. And the young woman I think was or is 23 now.
23, yeah.
Yeah, she's 23. It's very sad, and obviously it's sad, and your prayers and your thoughts go out to the victim, they're keeping her identity private for her own protection,
which is good.
And it's not so much like we have this conversation. It seems like almost damn near every day on social media about rape and about sexual assault and about rapists and rape culture and victim blaming. Because when you read the articles and you read the statements from Turner, there's no other way to put it. He's very unapologetic and very unremorseful. Um, and the publications that cover the story make him out to be the victim. I saw one story on one publication that said promising Stanford swimmer life is ruined because of one night. Um, there's a whole hell of a lot wrong with that heading publication. One, his life is not ruined, and if anybody did ruin his life, he ruined his
He
life
ruined his life.
for being a fucking rapist. Second is I don't give a damn how good you can swim. I don't give a damn how good, quote unquote, promising your future is. I don't give a shit about any of that. Once you cross that line and you are a fucking rapist, I don't give a shit about none of that. Because fuck your life, you ruined someone else's life. And the young woman actually released statements. If you read her statement, it's very, very chilling, and you can just feel her shame and her hurt and her agony over this. She said, like, you took away my life. You took away my voice. You took away my innocence. You took away
My
my
freedom,
emotions. Like, you did this
my
to me. My freedom.
like,
You did this
everything.
to me.
Yeah,
I
And
Candace.
go ahead, Candace.
I read the comment his father made when he said,
Oh, we're gonna get to that. Cause fuck nigga too.
when he made the comment about 20, that's a tough price to pay for 20 minutes of action. Your son ruined somebody's whole life. Your son
Entire
ruined somebody's
life.
whole life, like every aspect of their life. Like, this girl is going to have a hard time building relationships with men, being intimate with men, being friends with men,
All right.
maybe even being around men that she's known her whole life. She's always going to wonder if somebody is going to violate her again. And you're telling me that she was 20 minutes of action to your son? That's the kind of stuff that makes me think that his father probably raped women or forcefully took sex from women back in the day, and that it's learned behavior.
It's not a stretch to
From
to
too close,
to
old,
to
too
connect
close
those two
ass nigga.
dots. Yeah, it's very believable. I mean, just the tone and the pitch of everything he said, like the whole statement, just like turned my stomach the whole time I was reading it.
And this is the kicker. This is the kicker. Turner is only getting 6 months, if that.
Right. And it turns out that the judge was a lacrosse player at Stanford, and is also up for re-election this week, or at least sometime this month in California. And my sincere hope is that the people of Palo Alto and the surrounding area um, vote that motherfucker out of his judge position, get him off the bench altogether, because there's no way you can look at the facts of this case. There's no way you can hear the statement that this victim, this survivor read. There's no way you can put everything together
Like there
and
were
and,
there
re- and
were a
reach the
couple of
conclusion. Hold on, reach
there,
the conclusion that he reached, which was that because he had never done anything like this before, because it was his first time offense, that he should be held to lenient standards. I don't fucking think so, because when you look at, let's make a quick parallel here. When you look at Brian Banks, the guy who, he's a high school athlete, had a full ride to USC, was, looking like he was going to be a big time college player. He was falsely accused of a rape, served 6 years for time for that, which he didn't even do. Wasn't able to break into the NFL, and has lost millions of potential earnings. And we did that off of what we thought happened, but this is what actually happened. And there was witness to the occasion, and there was no reasonable doubt that Brock did this shit. And to give him 6 months, I mean, the minimum is 6 years, and even 6 years for this crime, I feel like isn't
that
enough.
that in itself is super lenient. Even 6 years. Like Turner got 6 months, and he probably, like I was reading, he probably won't even do that. And he probably will get out earlier than that, like maybe in 3 for like good behavior and shit. Like you will get out, you will serve a whole 3 months with good behavior for assaulting, raping, and ruining a young woman's life. But you basically you don't even get a slap on the wrist. You just get a handheld through a scolding of why this is wrong. And this the kicker. He still Turner saw nothing wrong with what he did. He showed absolutely
No,
no remorse.
he blames everything on the fact that he was drunk.
They
Not the
boom.
fact that he had the impulse to do what he did. Like, and he's not saying he didn't do what he did, which is even scarier if you ask me. But
Right.
he's got no remorse. He's got no contrition. He's got no humanity about how he's dealing with this. Um, and you try to
It
be
makes you
glass
sick
half
to your
full.
stomach.
You know, you try to be glass half full and say we gotta, you got a conviction. Only 3 out of every 100 people who committed sexual assault ever even serve so much as 1 day in jail. But damn, like this is again, there's no way that like and I mean I didn't go to law school. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a judge. I'm not on the facts. But there's no way I could have heard her statement and said no. 6 months seems like the right punishment here. None. And I don't care if Stanford throws him out. I know USA Swimming has said that he's banned for life from ever being able to join the game.
That'll never
Um,
be enough. Like, and that's
None of that. Well,
Never.
like
exactly.
it's like being banned from a water park or something. Like I again, like white privilege is very real. Like he's banned from swimming and being in the Olympics one day, and he might get kicked out of college, and he has to register as a sex offender. It's not enough. He need to sit his ass in jail. Pay your
Yes.
debt to society. Pay your debt to society for ruining somebody's life. Like you send black men to jail for years at a time for selling some weed or selling some stolen merchandise or like don't like none of that will ever be enough, honestly.
Ever. It just goes to show you that. And again, like Dan said, you try to be glass half full, and you try to have some optimism. You try to have some hope that the conversation of sexual assault and rape, and like you want to hope that it will get better. Um, but it's stuff like that that just deflates your spirit, because there's no way in fucking hell. Like society is very, very, very sympathetic to the assaulters, and very, very crass and apathetic to the victims. And that shit in itself is like that blows my fucking mind. That literally blows my mind. Like all the sympathy is for this motherfucker who raped this young lady and ruined her life and her, like Candace said, her relationship with men probably forever, and violated her. But yet she no cares. The judge listened to her testimony and basically said, "Hey, I hear you, but it ain't that bad." That's basically what the judge said. Um, and it's just fucking astonishing. We see this all the time. We saw it with we saw it with Bill Cosby. It took it literally coming from the horse's mouth for people to believe that hey, this motherfucker made us laugh. This motherfucker was also a rapist, and some people still don't believe the shit. Like that
He
blows
was just
my
trying to buy NBC.
right. He was trying to buy NBC. That shit still blows my fucking mind. That this motherfucker admitted it. There is legal documentation of this motherfucker, if not flat out saying it, admitting it, dropping hints that he did do this. He said it in his fucking stand up, and people still don't believe it. That shit blows my mind. So it's just rape culture does exist. Niggas get tired of hearing that shit, but niggas don't speak up when shit happens to women, or a case in point with Africa Bambaataa when it happens to men either. But they're tired of niggas be tired of hearing about. rape and assault and rape culture, but don't do shit to try to move the conversation and progress shit forward and protect women and children and ourselves from shit like
and
this.
and teach rapists that what they want to do is fucking wrong.
Right.
We need to condemn it like with full throat. We need to be very very firm about it, very stern about it, very vocal, consistently vocal, and consistent in our actions. That this shit is wrong. We won't stand for it. If you do it, we not fucking with you no more.
Exactly.
Like somebody asked on the timeline, it was like, if a friend of yours was convicted of this, or like if you had a kid who was convicted of rape, like sexual assault, would you write a character statement on a behalf? And in that case, again, it's one of those things where I don't have kids yet, but like no, I would not sit and defend my kid. I would let the
Man.
legal process play itself out, and then
Look,
again, I would
look.
openly condemn and loudly
My
condemn.
my worst my worst fear is like a lot of guys say that they worst fear is having a daughter. And a lot of that shit, a lot of the same niggas that say that shit, don't want to face karma because they know they been ain't shit and been shitting on women for years and they don't want that karma. But my worst fear isn't having a daughter. Is my worst fear is having a son. Because I swear for God, if my son grow up and become a fuck nigga or do some shit like this, I don't know what I'd do, but that shit wouldn't be pretty. Like my worst fear is having a fuck nigga son. Like having a daughter, like I know the shit she's going to face being a girl, being a black girl, being a black woman. I know the shit she's gonna face.
Yeah.
And I can do my best to prepare her for that, and do my best to encourage her and uplift her from a young age because I know the world isn't gonna do it. Hell, I know boys that look like her, men grow up and look like her, ain't gonna do it for her, which is sad as hell in itself, and that's a whole nother topic. And me and Dan done talked about that shit to the cows go home. But if I had a son, my seed, my image, and he would grow up to be a disrespectful ass nigga to women, a disrespectful ass nigga to people in general, the LGBT community, to trans men and women, to be a fucking misogynist, to be a sexist, to be a rapist. Like he grew up and became that. I don't probably beat that nigga within an inch of my life. Like if he just say this was my son, no, I wouldn't write a damn statement or character on his behalf. Like fuck that. Like you my son, true enough. You also a fucking rapist. And I ain't raised like this. Hell no.
Yeah. I
So
I think like one of the things that like I kind of hope to get away from when I have kids is like that old school, like my mother was an old school parent, one of those do as I say, not as I do type parents. And
Hmm.
the fact of the matter is it don't work like that. I'm gonna follow your behavior and I'm gonna follow your words too. Because they both go
right,
hand in hand. So
you can't
I
have one
don't
without the other.
You really can't. And then the other part, like if I had like having a son is scarier to me than having a daughter because the world makes it okay for men to be pieces of shit by the way they like
It really
by the way that
does.
we treat women. Like women are just objects. I mean, granted, a lot of men do respect women who are more than just their looks, but still a majority of the men in the world only see women as sexual objects. I'm gonna
And that's
put
it.
my dick in you. I'm gonna put some kids in you, and you gonna do shit I like give me a beer and fix me something to eat, and then give me some more sex. Like, and they forget to tell them that, like, okay, she gonna do all of that. You gonna be a provider. You gonna protect her. You gonna make sure that she uplifted. You gonna treat her like she a human being despite all of that. Like, you're gonna give her a choice to do that stuff. It's not gonna be forced on her. So like, I'm actually afraid to have a black son, because you got to deal with the police trying to kill your son. You got to deal with the possibility that if you don't really do what you're supposed to do, your son is going to treat women poorly. And you still got to teach
Yes.
him to be mindful, like to expect women to treat him great and like more than just a paycheck. Like, it's so many facets of being a black man. Like, I know we talk about how hard it is for black women, but like, black men also walk around with a target on their back. Like, I mean, just look at this case. Like, if a black man had raped somebody, he would be under the jail. They'd be
Yes.
trying to fit, if he, God
Wouldn't have
forbid,
took
he
no
had
damn
raped
time.
a white woman. They'd be
Would,
trying to castrate him.
Right.
wouldn't have took no
Unless
damn time.
he Bill Cosby. But yeah.
Yeah, it just it breaks my heart all around. And I mean,
Candace said everything I was trying to say, but more eloquent because she actually sounds like she's educated, and I sound like I come from the cotton field. So good job, Candace. Thank
we went over that with the pig story though.
you. Yeah. I mean, shit. If the listeners, hell, by now the listeners should know. Hell, I ain't. They should know. They should know my roots is deep and dressed in slavery. So it's all right. It's cool.
That's all right though. We
I sound like a bottle of Crown Royal. It's all good.
sound like a bottle of Paul Masson. What you sound like?
That
sound
too.
like
Speaking of, I hadn't
sound like a bottle
had
of
no Paul
Jack.
Masson. Wow.
You say E and J.
Yeah.
Candace.
Good
Too
old
far.
Good old Irk and Jerk.
Too far, Candace. Too far.
Oh man.
Speaking of, N.J. is like the Bow Wow of dark liquor.
That might be giving it too much credit.
Hysterical.
I say more like the Lil Zayna brown
Got,
liquor.
damn.
Come on, I'm not wrong about this.
You're right. That's the problem.
No, it's not a problem if I'm right. Anyway, let's pay some bills real quick. We're gonna jump off into a couple fun topics after a topic that again is very very serious, very grave, very close to our hearts, and obviously something that it proves the world isn't perfect, but this is something we definitely need to work on to be better at because it can be. So real quick, check out all of our wonderful shows on the CSPN. Go to cspn.us and just click away. We got the Bad Advice Show featuring Sarone Russell and Gordon Baker Bone. They're two members of the Decepticons. They had a show recently in Atlanta, and they will be doing some more touring going forward. So keep an eye out for their show dates. Monk and Dave will be back on the Blips to Life one of these months, I suppose.
And we will have Monk back on the show when he stopped being Hollywood.
Hey. Monk is a busy man. Let's acknowledge that.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Shout out to Monk. Keep getting checked, boy.
That's it. The Good and Terrible Show. Listen to them. Just make
We're
sure
the two most horrible motherfuckers you will ever meet in your goddamn life.
make sure they're behaving, but do listen to the Good and Terrible Show. They get it. They be getting it. They be getting it in.
They were horrible human beings, but they're wonderful people, and we love them. And hey, man, my work booth.
Siege and Gordon. You know what? Let's just move on.
Listen to that episode. If you haven't listened to that episode, do it now. Do it right after you listen to this. Listen to the episode. Do it right after this. That shit is fucking hilarious.
Yes. So let's see. So you get the sports from the aforementioned the Score podcast, and the Elijah Wilborn, Tyler Ball, and Tim Hamilton, Jesse Dembe, and a bunch of other really good folks who rotate into the the Score podcast. We've been on there once. But yeah, they'll give you the good sports rundown. What's that?
Big okay. You don't cut the light off? Okay, all right.
Okay. And then we got the Gridiron Gals as well. Rita and Charles talk about the good old pig ball there, the pigskin, the gridiron. football, the NFL, and the collegiate footballs. Um, and then of course you get your nerd on with the CSPN. You get your Wrestlecast, SmackDown Matters, DD.
Hey, DD.
That's my. This message has been brought to you by DD, SmackDown Matters. We also have Comic Book Chronicles with the great man Tim Dog and the crew there, going over the latest in comic book news, movies, TV shows, and all that other stuff. So anytime a comic book movie comes out, make sure you check them out. But check them out just in general too, because it's a good show they got going on just in general.
And fucking Don De Laurenti.
See, you always be cursing the man out, bro. You gotta chill with that, bro. No, I feel you.
Don is like the lovable,
He like the little brother of the network.
Yes, he's the lovable, annoying little brother.
And then, of course, last but not least, the HNIC has its own podcast known as the Classic Team Up. So check that out as well. Classic does one-on-one interviews, or one on more than one interviews, I guess, sometimes, but mostly one-on-one interviews, where he talks to folks about just really a little bit of everything. So,
real quick. This is like a complete aside, but I really wish some Jamaican man would give Piers Morgan some dick so he would leave us alone.
Fuck Piers Morgan. And that's my Piers Morgan message of the week.
Let me jump, man. Listen. So.
Yeah, we done plugging the shows now.
Let me tell you something. Piers Morgan is like sex that start off good, then the nigga bite your clit and fuck the movie up. You know how you ever been? I know that y'all are men, but you ever like started like fooling around with a girl and like the foreplay kind of lit, she kissed good, she rubbing on your dick real good, she go to give you head and you feel like she trying to skin you alive. That is Piers Morgan. I'm gonna tell you. Somebody had retweeted the link to Piers Morgan's Muhammad Ali article, and in my complete honesty, it was a really good article because it did not do what white media has been trying to do since his passing. He did not try to hold Ali to transcending racism. He did. He talked about him being strong, black, Muslim, not fucking with these crackers, saying what he needed to say, making inflammatory comments, willing to give up his career to fight for what he believed in, et cetera, et cetera. It was a really amazing article. Just for him to get on the timeline and say that Muhammad Ali was worse than Donald Trump when it came to racism. It was like Piers Morgan had been massaging my breast real supple and like whispering in my ear, and then the nigga tried to bite my nipple off when I read that comment.
He tried to bite one off while he was twisting the other one?
Yeah, like he really fucked me over when I saw the rest of his timeline. Like, my nigga, like, why you couldn't stop while you was ahead? You had a good thing going.
Whoa. Y'all. I have some breaking news. It is been confirmed that UFC fighter veteran Kevin Kimbo Slice Ferguson has died due to heart failure.
Oh shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Damn.
They say death comes in threes.
Woof. Yeah. All the time, man.
So rest in peace, Kimbo Slice.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Passed away at 42 years old, man. That's too young, man. And we talk about,
Do we know what it was from? Is it too early to know? Had he been sick or anything?
They're saying it's from heart failure.
I mean, okay, let me go on this. I know this is like off the cuff, but black men, go to the doctor, please.
Yeah.
Heart problems are one of the leading causes in black men. Black men tend to have a lot of heart problems. My grandfather, he passed away, it'll be a year on Father's Day. He had a pacemaker throughout his lifetime. He had a quadruple bypass, and he was not an unhealthy man. He just had a bad heart from years of just overworking, underpaid, stressed out, taking care of his family. Black men, go to the doctor. You know, they say
Yes.
that black men and women have we have so many heart attacks and we don't know it. We just think we tired. We just think we got a little headache. We just, we just think we had a long day and we really have had a mild heart attack. I know I'm going to say black women too, but black men have a habit of not going to the doctor until it's too late, until they being rushed to the hospital, until they being cut open, until they going through severe treatments because they didn't get their prostates checked and all that kind of stuff. Like, I know it might be uncomfortable to have to toot it up for a doctor. I get this. I really do. But if you gonna ever toot it up for somebody who could save your life before it comes to an end.
Yes.
That's a word. Yeah, it's one of those things. I mean, I've rounded the bases. You know, I'm coming up on 32 in a couple weeks, and hurt my knee actually a couple weeks back, and just really been rehabbing, going hard at it, just rebuilding. You know, the muscles that I had been using just since I had the sprain and the shock and all that shit, and mostly healed up. So you know, clap one time for me and all. But one of the things that really kind of awakened my sensibilities to is, man, like it's time to start really like taking care of myself, like in earnest. Not that I'm not sitting in Popeye 6 days a week and no shit like that. Although it may seem like it sometimes from my tweets, I'm not in Popeye 6 days a week and no shit like that. But I could certainly always be better. And you know, rejuvenation time and your recovery time, it don't get any better as you age. It gets worse and worse and worse, and it starts with a drop off a fucking cliff and just never gets better. So with that in mind, I mean, yeah, it's one of those things again where just the one injury just kind of made me be like, you know what, I gotta rebuild and I gotta go like full steam with this and really start looking after my body because you know I've had friends drop dead in their 30s. I lost two friends at age 32, 3 years apart. Three friends actually, 2013, 14, and now 16. And it just I don't want to be next. So it's one of those things, man. It's really made me kind of start thinking about lining all that stuff up, man, and really getting it together because ain't no reason not to. So
Well said.
Yeah, just go to the doctor. Black men, I love y'all. It break my heart to see y'all going out of here at 42, in your 30s, in your 50s, things like that. Muhammad Ali was a great, and he was a great man, but he had fought a 32-year battle with Parkinson's. Like his strength was unmatched, unparalleled, honestly. So to see him go is a different feeling than to see a 40-year-old man go up off this earth because he had heart problems and he may or may not have handled them properly. So
right, and Kimbo Slice, he actually lost a lot of weight. When he
yeah,
changed his
yeah.
career and stuff, like he was, I think they said he was over 300 pounds at one point. He was down to like 230, which he's about the same height as me. So to be around 230, and I'm 240 myself, so I weigh more than that nigga does. I'm not nearly the shape he is. So it makes you think, man. Like what's next? It's a constant wake up call. But I think certainly it's time to get that together, man. Maybe this will be the call to action, so to speak. So rest in peace to him,
Yeah, rest in
and
peace. Prayers to his family.
where's his family? I
His
know he was engaged. I don't know if he got married or not, but man, like this dude had he had a family and shit. Like that's what's really blowing me about this whole thing. Like he had a family that he was taking care of, and he had a fiance and shit. And now they finna grow up without a dad because of his heart. His heart couldn't handle it. So anyway, let's move right along with the show.
Yes.
It is the first show of a new month, And as we always do on the first show of a new month, we are gonna bring it back. And Jeremy, you want to tell them what album I picked this month, or should I go ahead and just do it?
Just go ahead and do it because I got the next segment.
All right, yeah. So, okay, one of the things that we believe in strongly on this particular channel is the vitality and the positivity and the magicalness of our black women.
Yes.
And so this
Black
month,
girls are magic.
indeed they are. This month we decided to bring back Missy Elliott's second album, The Real World.
Hey, I have a quick story.
Oh shit.
I'm ready for this. Let's go.
So, I don't know if you when I was younger, I was a lot heavier, and back when Missy Elliott first came to stardom, what is this, like the late 90s?
It was like mid 90s, late 90s.
Mid 90s, late 90s. So I was still in like high school or whatever. My mother had me this awful haircut, and motherfuckers used to call me Missy Elliott, and that shit used to almost make me want to fight.
You had the swoop, Candace?
I had like the finger waves and shit. It was bad.
Oh shit.
Don't listen. I don't have any photographic evidence of this. So this will be
Hell,
the only time
I hope
go
you
on
burn
record.
that shit.
This the only time I go on record saying I ever had finger waves, when I was real fat. But God delivered me, and then I had a glow up. So we passed that. But
You
I
still
didn't
haven't
realize
reached your
then
final
that
form, to be honest.
no, I'm getting there. I'm like, once I get married and suck the life out of my husband, I think I'm gonna have my final glow up.
I'm inclined to agree.
But I didn't realize it. But once I got older and really looked at her, Missy is a pretty chocolate woman.
Mm.
She's not no ugly woman. And she was dope at a time when you had to be half dressed and naked. Like she was giving
She was
niggas
busting
fits,
the Adidas tracksuits and the
trash bags, and
That was probably one of the most iconic shit ever, like in history. Goddamn
do
trash
you know
bag.
how much she had to sweat in that trash bag?
right, like, cause yeah, studio man, they ain't with the shits, boy. You look, the lights be
Brother,
on, it be
Missy
hot.
deserved royalties, because remember shortly after when like the big fitness wave hit and motherfuckers was walking in trash bags for sweating.
Yeah, it was the sweat workout. Sweat your
They
way
need to
to.
put some respect on Missy name.
Indeed, they do, cause I remember that shit vividly. Like I wasn't never finna put no put no goddamn aluminum foil outfit on to lose weight, but I remember
We out
that
there
shit.
looking like Damon Wayans.
Man, but one of my favorite things about this album is that it contains what I've contended is my favorite hip hop beat of all time. And that track wasn't even a single. And actually, now that I think about it, this album had like 3 of probably my top 20 hip hop beats of all time. So the song I'm referring to here is like my number one would be "Dangerous Mouths," which is the track that she did with Redman. They scratched her her protege off the track and put Redman on it. I guess they were looking for a fourth single. And that was a little controversial, but no, that beat, man, is just fucking. Like, people ask me, man, if you could just get your hands on one instrumental, what would it be? It'd be that one, and I don't even need to think twice about it.
Like another thing, one of my favorite joints on the song joints on the album is the joint that she did with Lil Kim.
Yes.
Speaking to a point where Candace was saying at this time, especially as a woman, you basically had to be half dressed, but she did with a collaboration with a woman who was in her own way. She may have been half dressed, but Lil Kim is people give Onaka or Onika, however you say that child name.
I don't know don't know that white woman name no more, but
Hilarious. People give her the credit for quote unquote being,
Who
famous.
Nicole
Um,
threesome?
her by Dan.
Rebecca
Uh,
Minaj, because that's what she's starting to look like. A
Hey,
white woman named Rebecca. But um,
but yeah, like Lil Kim, like if we're being real, like is one of the pioneers
she
in hip
is.
hop for like being a woman and like being. I mean, I'm pretty sure she don't identify herself as this, but like being a feminist and like being very, pro women. Like she doesn't get enough credit for that.
Now she
And and Missy has always been pro woman and been doing the damn thing, and very proactive and making sure that women, especially black women, get the respect they do deserve. And for her to do that song with Lil Kim with very contrasting styles, but with the same goal and collaborating with her, that's one of my favorite on this album for that reason. And as always, Missy, like there's not one artist in the motherfucking game. I don't give a damn. Your fave, my fave, your auntie fave, your cousin fave, your little annoying brother who think he know everything about hip hop fave, the hotel man down that lived that sell roses at the food mart, his fave. There's not one fave in this goddamn industry that has not either collaborated with Mr. Elliott on wax or Missy ain't wrote a song for him, or Missy ain't did a beat, or Missy ain't hired nobody do no damn choreography. There's not one person in this music industry that Missy Elliott hasn't touched.
yes, very extremely influential. And I mean, like I got the track list open right now, and I'm just flipping through like the guest features. Like Eminem was on this album, Redman was on this album. That's two of the, technically speaking, two of the best rappers ever to do it. Lil Kim was on this album. I mean, again, at
One of the best in her own right.
right, and remember, this album came out June '99, and Biggie was killed March '97. We didn't hear much from Lil Kim in between that time.
no, we didn't.
So this was kind of like all right, girl, stick your foot out, see if you're ready to take on the world again. And this was a real important first step for him, for Missy to reach out like that. And I mean, it wasn't like they had worked together a whole bunch, so it wasn't like there was precedent in history there. But Missy was just like, come on, let's get this done. Um, let's see, Aaliyah was on this album, the Brat was on the album, Lil Mo was on it a couple times, I think.
Yeah, like it
Um,
was a on the then you had Hot Boys, then you had Eve on that one. I don't know if
right,
she was on the
Hot
album version,
Hot
but was
Boys
she
had
on the remix?
that remix was something,
That
boy. That
remix was Hot Boys is still one of the best beats ever to me.
Yes, and that's the
Yes.
other one. That's another one
That
that's in
beat
my top
is
20.
so sick. I don't care what anybody says with like Missy has classic albums, not just one album. She has classic albums,
Yes,
multiple. Like she has been around for a long time as an artist. We can't even forget as a songwriter and as a producer. Like Missy has always been amazing. I don't care what nobody says. She's amazing. She's always been girl power and not the slut shame you type girl power. Like you said, she'd get on a song with Lil Kim. She'd get on a song with the Brat. She'd get on a song with Aaliyah.
Yes.
She'd get on a song with any. She's even been on a song with the Golden Child, Beyonce, a couple songs, right?
yes,
Yes.
One on this album and one on the Under Construction album.
Yes.
yeah. The Hot Boys remix had Nas was on it at the beginning, then Eve had her verse, and then Q-Tip was at the end.
Just look at that lineup. Just that lineup. Like you probably couldn't pay Nas or Eve or Q-Tip to work with some niggas, but they all did it for Missy
Yes,
because it's fucking Missy.
she had Juvenile and BG. Boy, this was right
Huh?
as Cash Money was breaking through the ceiling.
For the 99 of the 2000.
Like No Limit had already kind of climbed the mountain. We already knew what we had there. But Cash Money was coming and it was doing their own little thing. And you got to remember, Cash Money was Lil Wayne, Turk, Juvenile, and BG. And then you had Manny Fresh, and then you had Birdman, and then Papa Roo he was there, but like not really. Slim was there, but not really. But basically, you had it was
Slim
six.
in that eye. That eye in there either. Listen,
It was six dudes who
Slim eye remind me of you shake some Boston baked beans in your hand before you eat them. That eye just rolling.
Oh
Candace, go to
man,
bed.
see, we gotta finna ban you for the last section. No, but yeah, like, and Missy was like, she saw where that was going, and included them on the album. Summer '99. What else came out Summer '99? Juvenile's biggest fucking hit. What else came out Summer '99? Bling Bling. The timing was just fucking phenomenal. So again,
Yeah,
you look at this
yeah,
album and you see features, right? You see, oh man, almost every track got somebody else on it. But what that was Missy's collaborative spirit, and that
Which she has
was
always maintained.
yeah,
and
yeah.
that was
Missy always had an ear for good collabs.
yes.
She could take an artist that you really did not like, but she would do a collab with them, and you would be like, "Hey, this shit fire."
Exactly. That's like the shit. Like, for example, she brought Nelly's Furtados out to the border. Remember that shit? To Get Your Freak On
Yes,
remix. Like,
yes.
she's always had a way with that. So, real quick, I want to do a top 3 favorite tracks off this album, and then we'll move on to the final segment of the show.
Yeah, I'm with
For
that.
for me, it's Hot Boys. Um, all in my grill and
Hmm.
the joint with Lil Kim. Those are my top 3.
Okay, Candace.
In no order.
Okay, I'm gonna give mine in order. So my number 1 would be Hot Boys. My number 2 would be Stickin' Chickens with Aaliyah and the Brat,
Uh huh.
and
Right.
then my number 3 would be She's a Bitch.
Feel it. I feel it.
Feel it.
Damn it, that beat was so tough, man. See, this is hard for me, man, because like I said, this album has like my favorite hip hop beat of all time, but I'm struggling to construct a
There's no
top 3
wrong
around it. So
answer.
I'm gonna just go ahead on. There's you're damn right.
There's no
So
wrong
I'm gonna
answer.
go ahead. I'm gonna go with Dangerous Miles as my number 1, because again, I can't say, man, my favorite beat ever where Missy and Redman fucking traded bars and then say, nah, it was alright. Like, come on. So yeah, that's my number 1. Obviously I got to throw a nod to the New Orleans features. Plus that beat was so tough, you can't resist. Um, that's my number 2. And then my number 3, man, I gotta go with Hot Boys, because
I
I
can
mean
dig
I can dig it.
I still remember what I was doing when I first heard that song. Like, that
I
shit was
put some respect on your list.
like I was getting ready for a basketball game, for a scrimmage, in fact, because the song didn't come out right away off the album. But I was getting ready for a summer league basketball scrimmage, and somebody put that track on, and I was in the locker room, and I was like pulling my shooting shirt on. I was like, "Damn, that shit tough! Turn that up!" Like, in the locker room, and whew. Anyway, yeah. So that's my top 3, man. But like you said, you can't go wrong on this album, man. It's like there's no wrong answer. You couldn't throw any song out and I'd be like, what? Why you pick that? So I'm glad we all agree that Hot Boys was a fire ass track.
Man,
Yes.
oh, you know what?
Don't trust.
I'm putting it. I'm actually looking at it on my phone so I can listen to it in the morning. Like
Yes.
I'm about to go in the office and disrespect everybody.
Hey,
Not only
And you know what?
for
I already
missing.
quit, so they can't fire me.
right.
Well,
When the
don't
2 weeks
trust in,
notice in, we about to make this bitch light
don't
up.
don't trust anybody that don't bop when Hot Boys come on. Don't trust nobody that don't know the Hot Boys lyrics. Like don't trust now nigga that don't know Hot Boys. They'll burn your chicken.
And don't trust nan bitch who don't do Missy part in a little sexy voice.
Right.
Yes.
Like if they don't try to sing it like how Missy was
The
singing,
little sultry whisper rap,
yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah, don't trust them.
Don't do it.
Man.
No.
They own a, they own
This
they own a pair of platinum kitten heels.
Oh my God.
this album will forever be a favorite. And I'm esteemed to say that it was released in my birthday month. So yeah, bring your bike, go back, listen to this album. I know you got it if you listen to this podcast. I know you got that album. You got access to it.
If you don't,
Go
what the
back.
fuck are you doing?
Yes, go back, listen to that shit, let that joint jam, and get your life, cause that was a motherfucking album right there. They don't make them like they used to. All right, final segment. Jeremy,
Speaking again, life.
this is your time to shine. Let's bring them in.
All right. We are doing these misconnections today. This is going to be full of ratchetry and fuckery, and it just so happens we have one of the craziest motherfuckers you ever meet on as a guest today, and I say that in all loving and endearing. Candace know I love her. She is a terrorist, but she know I love her. So we are doing these from Denver because that's where somebody is going to get their life and complete their glow ups, their final glow up phase. And we wish her all the best and just wonderful things for all just aside, a wonderful human being. Candace is a wonderful human being. She ain't shit, but she's a wonderful human being. So we're gonna do these from Denver. So hopefully Candace will know where the fuck not to go in Denver. So all right, I got 3, and because of time, I got 3, and we're gonna wrap this up because Classic and Mel gonna kick our ass for this. But it's all good. So I got 3. Okay. I know women feel this. Maybe we can help each other. None of this is gonna end well. You are sitting in the same room with your spouse, and you realize you do love them, but there's okay. Just disclaimer. While I'm reading this, if it sounds like they didn't do the correct punctuation, just assume that they didn't. Let's continue.
Jeremy reads these as is, y'all.
As is.
This is horrible practice for his reading, but
do you know the fuck what? I swear to God, I hate you. Anyway, as I continue, I'll start over. You are sitting in the same room with your spouse and you realize you do love them, but there is no emotion left. You want to hold them, love them like it used to be, but there is mutual wall between the two of you. How long do you long for the butterflies once again? You have tried to rekindle the fire, unfreeze the butterflies, but to no avail. It's not their it's not their fault. It's not yours. It just is. I am a married white man looking to connect with someone who has a similar issue, who is understand what I feel because they feel it also. We do not want to leave our spouse, but we need something. We need to communicate, be understood, share thought, and simple activity. And if it leads to more, so be it. Discretion is respected and expected. Therefore, I do not send or ask for pics. If we met, it will be in public first. I'm a non-smoker, do not do drugs. I seek someone similar. I'm also not looking to meet today. I prefer a few emails over a couple of days, but also do not want to drag it out in 20-year marathon. Daytime works best for me, but can feel available opening some evenings. Yes, I read that exactly like as is, as I stated before. I put feel in this. In the subject line, and include enough in your email so a conversation can begin. Must be your age, no matter if you are 20 or 65. Go.
this nigga is annoying.
Oh, by the way, he puts his age in this. His age is 59. Go.
Oh, this nigga annoying as hell.
Let me I gotta be honest. I honestly can't say, I'm headed down the aisle, but I can't say what's gonna happen. But I'm gonna tell you, if we both make it to our 60s, ain't nobody going no motherfucking where. It's cheaper to stay together now. So,
like motherfucker rent gotta be due.
Nigga, we done built houses and shit. And ain't nobody finna be divorcing, but at the same time, what is you doing? 20 and 65. 20 or motherfucking 65, and you gotta be type enough to start a conversation. Why don't you go lay your old ass down somewhere? Ain't you sleepy?
Yeah, he's sleepy, but he trying to make fuck with somebody who in the same situation as his miserable ass is in. Talking about something. He said he was married. That's what's blowing my mind about the shit. You 59 years old, you married, and you writing to people talking about, oh, you don't have the butterflies and the sparks in your marriage no more. Well, let me be Mr. Fix It. Like, no,
Like,
you can't.
motherfucker, you
You
don't have
can't do
butterflies
that.
either. You have pterodactyls. Like, what the fuck are you doing? The fuck are you doing? Like, he had the nerve to say you must be able to hold a conversation. Motherfucker, you can't spell or use proper punctuation. What the fuck are you doing?
Shit. This motherfucking piece of work right here.
This nigga's part of married Twitter.
Oh,
Hey, hey, hey,
Listen.
hey.
This shit got me so dumbfounded because my mother is like 57, right? So she poking around her 60s. My mother is the most anti-social media, anti-internet. My mother literally uses Facebook to play internet slots. Like
Hilarious.
listen, like if anybody but me tag my mother in a picture, she message people and ask them to untag her. Like, my mother is not like, if my mother don't give you permission to tag her in pictures, she gonna ask you to untag her. So to see, I'm not saying you can't be an older
Put some respect on
person.
my privacy.
Yeah, respect people's privacy. Bless up.
bless up.
Like,
Thank you.
thank you. Like, but just like when you get to a certain age in life, why you still dirtballing? I think that's what's confused me. Like, you scumbagging it, and you got one foot on the banana peel and one foot in the grave. Like, what you doing? You not living out your best days real good.
Oh shit.
Nigga not trying to retire. He trying to get some kitty cat off the internet. Like, you is fucking nasty, man.
Go. Boy.
Boy, if you don't get.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. Okay. The next one. This one has a meme with it, and I will read the meme. I thought, in all caps, this is the title. I thought this would, and he spells wood, W-U-D. I thought this would be a breaker, trailing dots.
Is
The meme
the
says,
word B just the letter B?
yes.
Of course.
The meme says, girlfriend says I have a big penis. She used to date a black guy. And I read the ad. In all caps, I am single and looking, master's degree, witty, poised, splendid communicator and orator, and loves interested people. And this part is not in all caps. And yes, I am black and handsome. Go, y'all.
I don't know where to start.
Yes. That's where it starts. Yes.
Let's read it one more time.
You're right.
Yes. Yes. I'll read it again. I thought this would be a good icebreaker. I am single and looking, master's degree, witty, poised, splendid communicator and orator, and loves interesting people. And yes, I am black and handsome. And the meme that he has with his girlfriend says I have a big penis, black guy, and a little white baby balling up his fist.
I'm upset.
I'm upset that the baby is used for a meme in this. That's what I'm upset about.
I'm upset at everything about this. Like,
why people?
go ahead, Candace. Go ahead.
This
go
nigga
ahead.
is part of. I think I know where Candace is going, but go ahead.
No,
Candace.
rev up,
But
Candace.
why niggas always think think a graduate degree make you a good nigga? Like, what the fuck?
Or your dick game make you a good nigga. This nigga's part of Pick Me Twitter.
That nigga is a pick me Patrick.
He he gave us a whole ass resume and nobody asked for this shit other
And
than
put
us
it
to.
in and memed himself. You a psychopath if you a meme your goddamn self. Listen,
On
I got
Craigslist.
pictures of you. I got pictures of you, Jeremy, that I use as a meme. But I memed you. We meme the internet memed you. You did not post a meme of your goddamn self.
My
You got to be
friends meme that shit.
You got to be a goddamn what's one of these serial killers' names? Give me one.
Shit.
Unabomber.
Bundy?
Unabomber, yeah.
You got to be a goddamn serial killer to meme your goddamn self with your resume. I got
With
a master's
a
degree.
master,
I know
a
how to
good
make
community.
strip Alfredo. Bitch, don't nobody care. What's wrong with you? What's on here? Like, what the fuck? Like, that shit totally just worked my nerves. Like, nothing annoys me more than people giving you a resume and everything they run down is for their own benefit. Oh, I got a master's degree. That's cool, bitch. Can I get a job with it?
Y'all niggas hiring?
Like, can I use your master's degree to get the job I want? If I can't, I don't give a fuck about your
Like,
master's
can
degree.
I use your masters to get me a raise so I can get like this extended Spotify and Apple Music? Like, that's all I want to know.
Yeah, like, what a weirdo.
Oh shit. Oh gosh. All right, the last one. The last one. Mommies need fun too. I have continual fantasies about soccer moms and totally get erect just thinking about them. I shall start over because I think I just killed Dan and I think Candace might be going with him.
Let's take it from the top like we the choir at the church. I'm about to start twirling around in my living room. Let's take it from the top.
All right, take two. Mommies need fun too.
This the part. Now let's stop here. Excuse me, because I was expecting something halfway decent, like a single mother saying maybe she was looking for a women's group to go out and do happy hour with sometimes. This is very fucking misleading and problematic. Like we not even 2 sentences in, and I feel like I could start using Tumblr vocabulary. Like I gotta find a way to say agency, problematic, just some shit.
Erasure. You are silencing the voice of soccer mom.
Heteronormativity.
This is very cis het.
See, and I thought either that or I thought, okay, this is Craigslist. So this is a mom who's, she's out of her current situation, her most recent situation, and she's been out of it for a little while now, and she's looking to jump back in the saddle with somebody, and wants to use Craigslist to be a vehicle for that.
But y'all thought
I would not have necessarily been the person to answer such an ad, but I was hoping
there are some motherfuckers
I
who
was hoping that in reading this maybe something stupid would have happened in the ad. I was completely fucking blindsided by that. Thank you.
Let's take it from the top, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna let you get through the whole thing before I dissect it like a thesis.
Candace, just know that I love you, but I hate you all at the same time.
I mean, because we've been here this long doing this show, we might as well not spare no expense on the real good shit.
Yeah,
Classic
and Mill gonna kick our ass.
That's
But
letting
yeah,
creepy people know that they ugly and dumb. So let's
yes,
go.
they look like foots in the face. All right, mommies need fun too. I have continual fantasies about soccer moms and get totally erect just thinking about them. I was just curious if there are any soccer moms around the world that will be looking to have a little fun.
Wait.
Sing,
Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go
sing,
on. Go on.
sing,
Go on.
single, divorced, married, I don't care what your circumstance is, although the idea of a married one is incredibly hot. I have my own place and it is discreet, if that is important. And he says that part in all caps. It is about you, maybe secretly a closet sex fiend, and me liking soccer moms. I'm open to anything. Doesn't need to be sex. Maybe some making out, roaming hands, exchanging oral, anything really. I'll let you move it
Exchange.
along. Get, right, Candace, right, but let me finish. I'll I'll let you move it along at whatever speed makes you comfortable. His age is 34. Go, y'all. Just go. Just go.
This. I bet his first babysitter drove a van.
Uh,
I bet his first babysitter was a boy that drove a van and whited out. I bet I bet you he sits at the park with goodie bags. I guarantee you he will sniff a woman's dirty panties.
Candace, please,
He is.
please. Candace, what are you doing? I, I bet you, I bet you, I bet you he collects grandma panties. I bet money. I bet money. Oh dear God. I bet you, I bet you any amount of money that his first celebrity crush was Joan Rivers. I bet money.
Y'all remember?
Or
I'm
Sally
gonna
Jesse
tell you, he
Raphael.
looked like the type of nigga to sniff the old white lady house gown from Mama's house, Mama's Family.
I,
Remember that show?
Candace.
Huh?
This will fuck
Like,
me up though. He said he's open to women around the world.
This nigga,
You in
and,
Denver, fam?
and
No.
he said, and he could be discreet if that's important to you.
he clearly gives no fucks. Y'all know what? Y'all know what? Y'all know what? Bet money his favorite artist is Donnell Jones. Bet money.
No. No.
Mm.
I bet his favorite
I feel
artist
like
is
he could be
Train.
a Mystical fan. Didn't Mystical take somebody draws in the barbershop or something? What Mystical go to jail for?
Mystical went to jail for like some shit happened where
Right
him and a woman got into it.
Okay, now, okay. I'm gonna leave it alone now.
All
But
right. Yeah, Mystical. He went.
trap phone.
Oh, shut
Yeah,
up.
he did sex for battery or some shit like that. But no, this
Yeah, I think it was either battery or sexual assault or both. I think it was. I think it was sexual assault.
I feel like whoever's personal ad this is, I feel like they so nasty. I feel like they like
They leave a.
that's a type of nasty that
I
that
bet they,
scares me.
I bet they leave. I bet they leave a ring around the tub on purpose.
I bet they ask a woman not to touch their toilet paper after they use it.
Candace.
Huh?
Ain't no damn. I bet you. I bet you any amount of money. Bet you any amount of money that this guy, whatever unfortunate woman has had sex with this guy, I bet money the same fingers he has used to finger a woman was the same fingers that he used to wipe boogers in his nose. Bet money.
He probably the type of nigga that take the chewing gum from under a desk and then rechew it.
That nigga, that motherfucker snitch shares in restaurants.
This is the type of nigga that'll drop a bowl of soup and still try to eat it while it's off the floor.
He the type of nigga that drop his popcorn at the movies and still eat it off the floor.
Oh, you nasty motherfucker.
That's a different kind of nasty.
That's a different kind of nasty.
He said the thought of being with a soccer mom gets him fully erect.
First of all, let's not say that. First of all, have you seen soccer moms? What about a soccer mom would make anybody aroused?
Hey, now, let me qualify that.
I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about. Speaking of our third co-host, Trina, I'm not talking about a soccer mom that looks like Trina because Brianna plays soccer. I'm talking about a soccer mom that's built like Honey Boo Boo Mama. That's the kind of soccer mom I'm talking about.
A soccer mom that's built like Roseanne Barr from the first seasons of Roseanne.
Yes. Yes.
I'm gonna tell you what the problem is. Whoever that nasty bastard is, he done watched The Blind Side 37 times, 37,000, and he think that that's what soccer moms and sports moms look like.
Yes.
They look like Sandra Bullock wearing tight little skirts to practice and shit. He don't know that the real mama from The Blind Side was ugly and tacky. He don't know that for real. He don't know.
Remember that episode of The Fresh Prince where Will went into the witness protection and went to the hillbillies? He don't know. He don't know that that's what soccer moms really look like. He don't know that most soccer moms are real big white women that wear Michael Jordan jeans and named Suzanne. He don't know that. Like if the average soccer mom at least owns at least 3 pairs of Michael Jordan jeans and a sweater from Suzanne Ball.
A flannel shirt.
Yeah.
And Crocs.
Like
yeah.
The Crocs and you know them hoes in the Crocs was made for charms. She the type of soccer mom with the charms in them.
The holes was made for ventilation. They became little spots for them little stupid ass fake gems and shit.
Listen, for God forgive me, but them the type the type of soccer mom that you're not really sure if it's a lesbian or the dad. Like sometimes you think it's Mr. Wilson or Mrs. Wilson. You never quite sure because they both big and burly and dress bad. Like that.
And they both built like Michael Orr.
Good night. Good night, everybody. That's the end of the show.
We should probably.
Yeah, he wanted Leanne Tui and about to get a Michael Orr. It's getting rough.
Is heating up.
Wow, that is gross.
That is very gross. That is very, very gross. He thinking he gonna get a soccer mom that looks like what's an attractive white woman? Shit. Help me out, y'all.
Can't think of a lot.
That should be telling. Damn. God damn it, y'all.
What about Scarlett Johansson?
Okay. Yes. We'll roll with that. He thinking he gonna get a soccer mom like Scarlett Johansson. Little do he know, and Lord forgive me, and he know this all in good fun. But he thinking he gonna get Scarlett Johansson, and this guy think he gonna get Scarlett Johansson. He gonna fuck around and get a soccer mom that look like Big Foss.
Look like Larry the Cable Guy.
He gonna get a Coco Beware.
All right, y'all. That's it.
Nah, but what the fuck do he look like to be that nasty? Like,
you know this nigga gotta look like.
The thing. If he was attractive, he wouldn't even have to go this route. He could get a desperate soccer mom easily. So what does he look like?
Oh, you know that nigga look like Zubumafu. You
already
know.
He looked like the bottom of a white girl's Uggs boots after a couple winters.
Oh shit.
Uh, okay,
You
y'all. I
sorry?
think I think that's a good way to
Yeah,
wrap up the show.
that's enough Crown and Collards for this week for y'all. Thank y'all for listening. Please visit our sponsors by going to cspn.us, scrolling on down to the Keep Our Podcast free link,
Thank you
clicking
for.
that, do it
Th-
any manner of shopping, just follow the instructions behind all the links there. Some you got to put a coupon code in, like for example, if you go to AdamEveToys.com, you can save 50% off one item in the store by just adding that item to your basket, typing in the code OTOY.
Thank you for sticking with us through this long episode. We had some technical difficulties earlier, and niggas tried to stick to a schedule, but it's niggas nigged, and we have the niggiest of niggas with us in the studio. Thank you, Candace, for blessing us with your presence.
Thank you for
And
having me. Y'all dope. Just need y'all to know that. Y'all some dope black men. Take that
uh,
into
thank
Hey, appreciate that.
thank you, black woman. Thank you.
We be trying out here, and I don't want to say it's a struggle sometimes because I mean like my core is my core. It is what it is. I mean, you know,
Um,
some people ain't gonna fuck with it, and some people just want to be shitheads and dirtbags. But fuck them. That's the easy message to them. So
uh, yeah, I mean,
I'm
sometimes it gets very disheartening
I'm
because
gonna
and
tell this short story. I remember maybe sometime it was about this time last year because this is when I started doing the school supply drive. I was talking to Jeremy. Jeremy was just down and out, looking for a job, just unsure about stuff. I was just like, "Hey, you strong, you black. It's gonna happen, right? It's gonna happen. Like it don't always happen right when you want it to, but it happened when you need it to. Like, but you just gotta stay in the fight. So here we are, about a year later. Jeremy got steady work. Jeremy finished school. Jeremy getting on his feet. Like
this
black
is a true
men,
story, y'all.
black men are very resilient. So you know, and Dan has put up with me from years of being like literally like a terrible person and being like literally terrible, like just regular terrible. It wasn't really no redeeming qualities at that point. Being
we bumped heads a few times, but you
bumped
know,
heads
and
times, and so he's seen me go from being just young and terrible to actually getting my shit together and being terrible in a way that's endearing and funny and not literally terrible. So like
Right.
when people tell me like got something bad to say about black men, I've never met either you a day in my life, but y'all have always been supportive people. Like even if I was at my worst, y'all never treated me like I was at my worst. So like nobody could tell me anything bad about black men. Like, cause if two black men as strangers will have my back and be encouraging, like there's nothing you could tell me about a black man. You just gotta get behind the ones who get behind you.
Yeah, and I mean it's and Dan is me and Dan have talked about this before we said it on the show. It's not like and we were talking about this when we were talking about being quote unquote woke or being quote unquote enlightened and stuff. Like you never want to get to the point where it's like you're a prisoner of your own ego. It's like
right.
you gotten this you collected a lot of problematic behaviors, and a lot of stuff that we were brought up on that really don't make a whole heap of a lot of sense when you really think about it, or it's not really conductive and progressive to society. And you never want to get to that point where it's like, okay, I know this and I'm better than you, not because I'm being a better person. I'm trying to help you be a better person at that also, but it's just I'm a better person than you, and you just don't deserve nothing. Because I mean, and Dan, I swear to God, if you ruin this moment, I swear for God, just shut up and
Dude,
let me have this.
I'm
Just shut up and let me have this.
see when you
Because
do shit like this, it makes me wanna ruin moments. So
just let me
make
have this.
make your point.
I've not always been. You too, Candace. While I'm thinking about it, you let me have this. I had to remember who on this podcast. I was not always the most progressive, the most intelligent, the most woke or whatever. Like I was a bird. I was a bird. I was a supreme bird. At one
A
point in time.
blackbird.
A black
Gross.
Candace, let me have
Oh,
this.
go ahead.
Um,
Cause
and it
no,
took some. It took some. Swear to God, I hate you. It took some unlearning. It took some unlearning, and it took and I won't get into the story. I've told it before, but it took me realizing that the world, everything don't revolve around me, and there are other people struggling, and there's other people. You know, my struggle as a black man is my struggle, and we do have struggle, but my struggle isn't the only struggle. There's the struggle of black women. It's the struggle of LGBT community, but black LGBT community people at that. Black trans people. You know, like it's other people's struggle over than mine, and you never want to become a prisoner of your own ego. And but it does get discouraging at times because when you do look back, you like, okay, I know I'm thankful for my growth, but like, how did I think this was okay? Like, this doesn't make sense. And it's very hard. And especially me and Dan talk about this all the time, but especially when it comes to black men, and there's a lot of black men that are very insensitive. And I don't want to say black men hate black women. Some do. There are some do. But for the majority, it's not so much as black men don't love black women or hate black women. It's just we far vastly are just very insensitive to the things that black women go through, just being black women and being women. Like you see this all the time when it comes to like reciprocal support and stuff, especially in like the Black Lives Matter movement. You see it when it talks about sexism and misogyny. You see it when it talks about what we were talking about earlier, sexual assault and harassment, street harassment at that. That's one real big thing where black men really show their ass. So, it does get disheartening sometimes, but in a way, like Candace said, you got to focus on the ones that do get it and are trying to get it, and even if they don't get it, like they're trying to get it, and trying to do better, and just I don't want to say ignore the ones that don't, but don't give them as much of a bar.
Man, fuck them niggas.
That too.
Um,
That
because
too.
at this point, man, it's at this point it's practiced willful ignorance, man. I've said that before. Yeah, like I understand, again, like when you got to make a personal change with yourself, like again, like me with trying to be better about my health and stuff. Like that first step can be scary, and it can be, like man, like I don't know if I'm ready for this. It can be challenging, but to constantly hear and see and read and get stories about ways that you can be better, and just actually having access to the voices that are telling you, hey, look, this is what we need from you, and to continue to do opposite of that anyway. That's just people who prefer to just be assholes and to be dumbasses about the stuff instead of again just picking up and saying, all right, like I'm working with you here. Like I might not be perfect about it, but trust me, like I'm on your side with this, and that goes a long way with people. Like people will give you the space to fuck up if they got it in writing from you, they got it like from your heart saying, look, I'm working on this. I'm gonna fuck up a time or two, but at the end of the day, like I got your back, and you hold it down for me, and I'm gonna be better at this, and that's my promise to you. And then your actions start to show that, and start to prove that.
Yeah.
So to those who just stay fucking it up just to fuck it up on purpose, man, again, like they choosing that.
Yeah.
They're picking ignorance and jackassery and tone deafness and everything else. So that's why I said that, man. Fuck them niggas.
Yeah. I mean, it has gotten to that point too. Well, I've been to that point actually. It's like, look, if you don't want to get it, fuck it. Like, we're here to support and uplift and encourage and protect black women. And if you ain't with the shits, then fuck you. I mean, because it takes more than just supporting black women. Takes more than just saying black women are fine or that you love black women. Like, it's actual action that has to be shown behind you just saying that. So. Yeah.
Yeah, let's thank y'all for listening to the show. Thank you, Candace, for joining us.
Thank you, guys.
Check out all our wonderful shows. Check out again our sponsors. Give us a listen. Give us your ear. Give all our other shows a listen. Give them your time.
Yeah,
Buy things.
Mel and Classic gonna cuss us smooth the fuck out.
They're gonna cuss you out. All right, that's a wrap. Thank y'all for listening. Peace.
That's 100.